Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second fight of the evening. It will be considered over 80 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man represents Kraken MMA. It's Peter ndubuisi. And this is fighting out of the corner. He represents Junior MMA. It's Anton Hilderson. And we're going to be
Get to our referee. Here we go. Our second contest of the evening here at Battle Arena. Peter in the black shorts, Anton in the white. We just saw Anton's teammate come out with a decision loss. I don't know how much they're going to affect his confidence. Looks like not a lot at all as he comes in with a big, heavy right hand.
Oh, his eyes were like lasers in there, Chris. He was just staring right through me, staring right through Peter.
Yep.
And obviously Ndubuisi coming from the highly touted Kraken team just down the road in Bedford. Both absolute specimens in the welterweight division. They're both incredibly thick. We've got...
Oh,
yes, he stuns him! That was that left hook counter you were talking about. You were calling for that in the Bergson fight.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. That step off, you catch your opponent coming in, that left hook, the Conor McGregor.
That gives Ndubuisi something to really consider as he comes in.
Looks for the left hook again, does Anton. Yeah, it's got those laser focused eyes, doesn't he, Steve? Just in the zone.
Ndubuisi, definitely the taller fighter, but not necessarily the more rangy in this kind of position, because we've got Raf Hilderson being very crouched. And look, there he goes, throws another looping left hand. Comes right around the guard there, almost faked the jab.
Yeah, beautiful head movement from Anton.
So maybe this was something from Raf Hilderson's corner, that we're going to stand and punch rather than get the kicks up, not really give them any quick entry into the takedown. Another jab lands.
It's not just a jab, he's jabbing and taking his head offline. This is some high-level boxing going from Anton.
Is that when he's leaning off to his right there, Chris?
Yeah. You know, as they throw a counter. Oh, what the timing on that takedown there was exceptional.
Really nice. Ndubuisi got the hips right in, and he almost made Raf Hilderson cartwheel onto the ground. Raf Hilderson builds himself up. Doesn't have an underhook or anything. Looks like he's attacking the Kimura trap on that left side of Ndubuisi.
He did a really good job of getting his back to his feet, didn't he, there? Very easily.
Now he's got the underhook, and then he's firing those knees up into the solar plexus of Ndubuisi. You get one of those right, and it's lights out.
Neither of these fighters really looking like amateurs, to be honest. The timing on that shot, the head movement from Anton.
It's a bit of a strange little step here that Ndubuisi's doing with his lead leg, stepping in, kind of like a stutter step. Yep, that's what it was. It was a stutter step for the takedown clinch.
Yeah, he's slightly telegraphing when he's trying to close the distance. Did a good job of blocking that hit.
This was what we wanted to see from Bergson, what Raf Hilderson's doing right now. And sorry, but that's a mouthful of a name. But he's hiking him up. He's pulling him up, like I say to my wrestlers, like a pair of pants. You got to pull him up like a pair of trousers. He's using that underhook really well to keep Ndubuisi from entering in on the hips. So we got a big knockdown from Raf Hilderson in the first 30 seconds. A takedown that didn't really do much because Ndubuisi wasn't able to settle on the floor or do any damage. And now they're just exchanging knees as the time runs out here in the first round.
It's always interesting how the judges are going to score, because it was so early in the round that we got that knockdown.
In the welterweight division.
It's almost like you can forget. I know it's only a 3-minute round. Oh, you'll see a little replay. Oh, beautiful left-hand counter, and rushed in after him.
Right off the temple.
Yeah, fantastic work.
And here they just end up swinging and banging it against each other again. But what I like from Raf Hilderson is he's happy to come up the middle with that jab, and then that just, lays the stage for the left hook around. And then leaning the head off. I like that little that head lean off on the right hand as well. It's kind of similar to the cross counter, trying to draw that jab from Ndubuisi and then land a right hand.
Yeah, he's got such a dangerous left hook, does Anton Hilderson. There's a whip on it. There's no telegraphing it. Absolutely fantastic. But this is interesting what adjustments the teams are going to make here. I mean, Kraken is so experienced. They've been in this Battle Arena cage. They've fought in Northampton many times. And then the other side, we have the Mulener team that travelled a huge distance across Europe to be able to come here. But the level of experience in that corner is so high. Here we go, round two.
You don't come all this way to lose, that's for sure. But even Bedford's like, what, 10 miles down the road? That's pretty far. Like the Kraken boys, I know they come by horse and carriage and octopus.
Octopus.
There we go. And now Raf Hilderson switching the script, looking to come in on the legs himself.
I mean, it's clever, right? Because now Peter's going to be worried. He's going to know that he will dime that shot. Anton will try and step in. And he's got to be aware of it. He's got to be ready for a sprawl of his own. Shoot!
And that was the attempt that you want. He dropped his level and then tried to come over top with the left hook. But that shot-reshot practice by Debussy there, because he enters in on the legs himself, in on a single with his hands connected, at least momentarily.
I mean, it's smart by Peter, right? He was having good success in this position in the first round. He's also quite patient here. He's not rushing. He's just trying to slowly improve these grips.
He's got a good... he put the knees together right there, which is a really nice little position to start wrapping around both legs. You can walk... Sometimes you can walk the leg that you're controlling into the other leg and then switch off to a double.
I feel like both these men are probably used to being able to muscle people around the gym, but it's unstoppable force in an immovable object. They're both just so athletic.
Shoots low. Does Raf Hilderson?
He sort of messed up the bounce off the cage there. Did everything right, but didn't finish it.
Everything but turning the corner.
Yeah. I think maybe he's used to a bigger cage. It sort of surprised him, I think.
Yeah, I think he was just at the moment where he was about to turn and then they ran into the cage, which disrupted his rhythm. But now, in terms of control, it's all Debussy.
Yeah, he's doing more. I mean, he's having a really good control time as Debussy, but he's not doing a huge amount with it. He's not getting his takedowns. He's throwing a few knees here and there, but not a lot.
You get a very verbal corner there from Kraken. You can talk. They're reminding Debussy to strip the grips on the wrist. That's the right time for when they're leaning off.
Winging shots. Anton staying a little bit more composed of the two, but is that just fatigue?
Even though Raf Hilderson blocked that and got the right hand up and blocked the high kick, he did seem to be a bit shaken by it.
Yep. Pace is starting to slow just a little bit. It's been so frenetic up to this point.
And all that muscle, you got to get blood and oxygen to it. So look for those mouths to start opening, the jaws to start slacking just a little bit, and that's when you can hit him right on the button.
Well, that was the thing in that first round, the speed and the reaction time of Anton, but it seems to have gone a little bit now just with fatigue. And it's something we've seen, like we were talking about Conor McGregor with the counter left hooks earlier on. It's one of those things that you might only have for half a round around, that ability to whip and counter and be so fast.
Right, it's good that you bring up somebody that used to be very
good and make bad choices. That's watch this fighters do make the good choices in life.
Make the good choices, but the thing is, if you're throwing with bad intentions all the time,
yeah,
it's very exhausting. So that's probably a round apiece right there. So now it's all to play for here in the third round.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance with that knockdown in the first round for.
But you need adjustments. You really need adjustments, and with Debussy being a really excellent ring general right now. Not necessarily in terms of any of the break positions or any of the distance positions, but when he's controlling Raf Hilderson against the fence, he's doing well to just bleed the time out of the round and then score a little bit. That's what's going to count in the minds of the judges, at least in that second round. Who was initiating the damage? Who was initiating the control? Well, that was all Debussy.
Yeah, I'd like to see Anton shoot. I mean, he was so close with the first shot, so close with the second.
He's shooting quite low though, so he's shooting off of his knees, and then you've got to hit the mat. That takes away a little bit of your momentum, and you got to bounce back into the hips. Okay, now you've got to establish momentum again. Then you really have to turn the corner, or instead of committing to the double, come up the back with your double underhooks with your body control. Let's see if Mjolnir and MMA has got some tricks up their sleeve here for this third round.
Oh, both guys throwing heavy. Nice inside leg kick.
Oh, they've definitely learned a lot about each other in the last 6 minutes, and I think they've learned that they don't like each other.
Oh, lovely shots.
Oh, that was nice. 3 or 4 clean shots there for Debussy. He's got to watch them. Yeah, that was a very good knee position there. Goes up into the body.
There was a lead uppercut set that off, that whole combination off, I think. Just clipped the chin of Anton. Beautiful shots.
It was good old lead uppercut, and then the right hand came right afterwards, and you saw the chin just shake there from Raf Hilderson. That's what you do. You establish damage, and really, like, big ups right now to Peter ndubuisi, because he's come back from getting knocked down in probably the worst time in the fight at the very beginning. And now look, he's just pouring it on, coming on stronger and stronger.
Yeah, definitely. And it seems to be the big difference here is that cardiovascular endurance. It's not just the case of cardiovascular endurance, it's fighting in a way where you can pace yourself, choosing the moments to explode, but also choosing the moments to preserve your energy.
And he's had Raf Hilderson pretty much on the back foot since that knockdown.
Yeah.
He's had him backing up. He's having him have to fight out of the positions like he's doing right now. Like, look, he's going to have to explode up. If he wants to get up, he's going to have to really stomp down on that right leg and stand right up. And that's a huge amount of strength to use at this point in the fight. Your lungs are burning, your arms are burning, everything your body's telling you to stop. He's got to find something over this next minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah. You know, all those cheesy Rocky movies and everything else to talk about heart, and that's what it is. You will be so fatigued that every cell of your body wants you to give up, wants to stop, wants to just get out of this horrendous situation. You know, fatigue makes cowards of us all, but heart can make such a difference. If he can get out of this position, if he can fire that right underhook, turn him, make a little bit of space, he'll have a minute to try and get something going. That's exactly what he's looking for as well.
And this is really hard right now because, yeah, Raf Hilderson's way out of position. He can't even wrap the whizzer or that overhook position on his left arm, so he can't put any pressure down on ndubuisi's shoulder to get him to drop levels or to get him out of that position. He's a little bit better off now, but he almost has to move behind ndubuisi just slightly to get that shoulder over. And ndubuisi's just happy to keep his head in position here and then look to collect up the legs.
Yeah,
Look, drives the knees together. He did that in the second round. At the end of the second round, he did it here at the very beginning of this third round. He's established a way. He's figured him out here towards the end of the fight.
Yeah, ndubuisi's so good with body position as well. Always leaning on him. He's just making Anton just hold his body weight constantly.
And
Last few seconds.
He learned the lesson. He doesn't want this. He doesn't want to be in a puncher's match right now with Raf Hilderson.
It's going to be
See,
too
Raf
little.
Hilderson comes on strong there at the end of the third.
Too little, too late, I think. And a strong finish, but the rest of the control time was all Peter ndubuisi. Here we go, a little replay. He's sucking those legs together, trying to finish these takedowns. And he just constantly had great position, didn't he?
Just knocking the knees together. All right, let's go find out the decision.
That's our second fight of the night. Another decision. We'll be going to our judges in just a moment. Fantastic performance by both fighters. Anton from Mulener MMA is not looking overly confident about this. Remember, if you're enjoying Battle Arena, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Battle Arena. As always, this show is brought to you by Eric's Fight Gear, the Fisticuffs podcast, Battle Ready Fight Management, Power Grip Sports. Make sure you get on Eric's Fight Gear, some of the best gear you will find. I personally use the Eric's Fight Gear when I'm training, when I'm in the gym. Holds up to the test of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, you will get judges 4 hours for your decision. And we have that unanimous decision. For your winner, it is the Redbird,
The Mulener MMA guys having a really tough night tonight. Going 0-2 in the